Hello, my friends and fellow VEDSies. I'm just doing this quick, no-edity video while I work on editing another video that I also hope to put up, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. There will be a few more videos from me this month. I know I promised y'all I'd make a video every day this month, and then, you know, I'm several days behind. Anyway, yes, I'm doing video every day in September, and there's links in the description to the channels for all my other wonderful fellow VEDSies also doing that same task. I'm trying to catch up this week. I have a little bit more free time, and there's only a few more days left in the month. Anyway, people seem to really like my video about that time that I met the Game Grumps, so I'm going to do a little video on other celebrities that I have quote-unquote met through a silly little thing I used to do when I go to concerts. I don't do this so much anymore, but what I used to do, particularly if it was a theater or club show or something, but particularly theaters, if I was seeing an artist I really liked in a theater, before I would go in, I know this is cringe, this is why I don't do this anymore, but I would always scope out where the stage door was. And as an artist was finishing their set, I would usually bolt from my seat. I would have a whole escape plan ready. I would bolt from my seat to run around to where the stage door is in hopes to catch a glimpse and maybe say something to a musician that meant a lot to me growing up. So I don't know, the term meet is very loose because the vast majority of these musicians, I realize, as a musician myself who does a lot of shows, you know, when they're off stage and ready to get to their hotel room, oftentimes the last thing they're going to want to do is stop and talk to people. I was never an autograph hunter. I was never there with items to get signed. I just wanted to meet them, perhaps. So, well, I'll tell you about a couple of celebrities, because there are very few. I really only had a conversation with one or two ever. The plan was always to maybe say hi, but they're doing their own thing. Some venues would have security set up barricades by the door, and some wouldn't. It really depended, but yeah, so I was able to have a conversation with very few people. One that comes to mind is Al Jardine, who was an original member of the Beach Boys, the legendary Al Jardine. He was so kind. He was on tour in Brian Wilson's band at the time. I was like 5 seconds too late to catch a glimpse of Brian Wilson. But knowing enough about him, I wasn't even going to attempt to talk to Brian Wilson, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Social interactions famously make him uncomfortable, so I wasn't going to do that. But Al was like, hey, how'd you like the show? And I don't really remember what we said back and forth, nothing much of substance. But to meet Al Jardine was amazing. I also briefly said some words to Blondie Chaplin, who was also touring with them. That was really special. Al Jardine, just one of the great icons of the 60s. Speaking of great icons of the 60s, I went out to the side door to see, like, Tom Jones. I saw him walk to his car. I annoyed the hell out of David Crosby, the late, great David Crosby. Sorry about that. That was one of the... Yeah, sorry, Dave. I don't know what came over me. The great David Crosby. I don't know what came over me, but the only thing I could muster to say as the man, the myth, the legend walked by me was, great show, Dave. I don't know what possessed me to think that I was, like, friendly enough with David Crosby to just be like, hey, Dave. And this was his response. And he just, like, walked away. Again, fair. I was never offended to get that response. I am the one being the creepy person in these situations. And that was the case. Sometimes you'd get, like, the vast majority, what would happen is the celebrity just walks out, goes to their car, waves to the people, and that's all you see. I saw Jerry Lee Lewis one time. Jerry Lee Lewis, the late, great Jerry Lee Lewis. Original 1986 inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, major star all the way back in the 1950s. By the time I saw him, he was in his 80s, and I ran out to the stage side door to see him after the show, hopefully. And I did get to see the icon himself walk to his car. He was sitting in the car with the door open. Again, as I tell this story, I'm like, what a jerk. But I did walk over to his car and say, it's an honor to see you, Jerry Lee, or I don't remember exactly what I said, but like, it's an honor to see you. That was an amazing show. And he did not even address that I was talking to him, and I was not about to be like, hey, 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 hey. So I was just like, okay. That was all that was. I tried to talk to Ace Frehley from Kiss after a show once. He went straight to his car. Gosh, who else? I'm just remembering now that one of my fellow VEDSies, Pip, had talked about name an act of mischief that you've done in your life. Does this count? This might count. Yeah, I can't think of too many others right now, but that was my play, to see some of. I guess that's all I really wanted to do, was see them up close. Again, the longer I talk in this video, the more I realize pretty creepy behavior, dude. So that's why I don't do that anymore. I know there's a couple. I tried to get to talk to Robert Plant. I don't remember being successful in that encounter. It's funny, I know there were a couple of more, but I just can't come up with them right now. But that'll do it. I just wanted to tell you some fun stories of some celebrities that I've irritated over the years. Oops, my bad. But yeah, that's that. A few more celebrities I've had brief encounters with that I really forced and was trying to contrive. And yeah, don't do that anymore, because that's weird. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you again tomorrow. I am editing another video that my goal is to put it up today, but I don't know. I'm going to try. And I know we only have a few days left in the month, and we're really going to try hard to have a video every day between now and the end of the month, because I had so many ideas going into this month, and this is only video 16 on day 23. So my fault, y'all, but I'm going to keep making videos. Thanks for watching. I will catch you again soon.